Well, welcome! Welcome to the practice of Amateur Sim Racing League. I am your host, Willie Owens, and we're currently streaming on Woe's channel on YouTube. So glad to have you tune in today. Currently already have like 31 drivers on the grid. It's going to be an exciting race here at Oulton Park. And I'm just going to take a quick break away. I'll be right back. Just taking a minute here to share the link to Discord. Be right with you guys. Seven minutes currently in practice before qual gets started. There's going to be so many channels in Discord. I'm trying to find the appropriate channel that I'm supposed to put the link in for people. Just give me a moment here. Oh, it's here somewhere. So many channels, my goodness. Events. I can't even find the channel that I'm supposed to put the link in Discord here because there's so many channels to sift through. It's server info, league info, AC. Oh, finally. Okay, here we go. I found it. There we go. Live stream is now up in Amateur Racing League's Discord. So anyone that's not racing today will be able to take a look at the race if they'd like to. There'll just be a little bit of dead air here for a moment as I set up my software. Drivers are still joining the race. Gonna have quite the crew of racers here. Menu log. We have an issue here with technical difficulties. For some reason, I'm not able to connect to the server with my handy dandy software. Oh, here we go. There we go. Now we're connected. Excellent. So we have a total of 32 drivers this week. Last week we had 42. So it looks like we may have lost a few people. Currently driving with Smee in the 25 BMW. His quickest lap is a 135.015. Beautiful day here at Oulton Park. Just magnificent day for a race. There's your 32nd driver sitting in the pits right now. And we have Rohan doing a little grass trimming. Getting back on track, and it clobbers another car in the process. That was just gone over in the drivers meeting, which I was present in, was cars coming back on the track when they go off. And now we see we have a car going off in practice. It's not good. Currently riding with Uwe Thoen, who came in the top 10 yesterday. In fact, let's go ahead and take this time to take a look at last week's standings. Hello, Andreas. Oh, I see you got a couple chatters here. Michael G. Hello, Michael G. Hope you're having a great day. Andy Z. And Andreas Peterson. Hope you're doing well, all of you. Also Blood Wolf. How's it going, Blood Wolf? Are you racing today, Blood Wolf? Wow, and Dimitri. How are you, Dimitri? Hope you're having a great day today. I watched a couple of East Seniors races last week, but I didn't see you. I was looking for you in the races. I was just about to go over last week's race, which I'm going to do right now. I just want to make sure I have the right standings on my browser here before I go over them. There was a huge race last week. Just want to make sure I'm looking at the right ones. Thursday night Aero Pro Championship Series. I think this is the correct one I have here. This is a Sunday series race of today. They also have a Thursday night race that they race at the same exact time. Last week's race was, I would say, very exciting. There was a lot of incidents, but still very exciting race, which Ryan Harper won. Second was Mark Jones. I'm just going to zoom in on that a little bit. Mark Jones, followed by Blake Morgan. Flip Van Zyl was fourth. Matthew Gamble, fifth, 45 points. Dirty Dub Kick Z was in sixth. Uwe Tholen, who you were just riding with, is in seventh overall with 42 points. Stefan Buckley with 41 points. Marcel Sima, 40 points. And Tim Smee with 10th, tied with Luca Paravano in 10th as well. Marcus Bergen just out of the top 10. I'm not going to go over the whole grouping, but you can find this yourself on Sim Racing GP if you like to look at their standings. In fact, I could link it right in chat if anyone's interested. Or if you want to look at somebody that's watching the broadcast later. That's a link, and that's also how you can join them if you're interested in doing some racing at Amateur Racing League. There's the link. The East Seniors account is in here. Wow. Holy smokes. I don't know if that's Mark or that's... I'm wondering who that is. Marcus Berger in Racing says, "Sup guys, good to see a good crowd. I'm in the 993. Yeah, it is good to see a good 8 concurrent viewers. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Green light, go, go, go.
Okay, qualifying has begun, and I'm going to go over this with you. Give me a second here. Okay, so you'll see in the standings that I'm about to post, there's going to be 25-minute session, 12 minutes for all the cars that you see in white. Like you see, for instance, in your picture right now in the middle, you'll see position 31, Uwe Tholen. So he's in white. There's two different splits going on this race. It's the same as a multi-class race. It's basically Group 1 and Group 2 all in one race. So currently, your Group 2, which you see their numbers on the screen, are all in red. They're currently on the track right now. They will all qualify for the first 12 minutes. Then they will all pit, and then Group 1 will get their chance. And that's how it works. As we get some lap times filter in, we'll go over the times and positions of these drivers. I'm going to count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 Group 1 drivers and 19 Group 2 drivers in this race. You're tired. You're too tired to drive today, Blood Wolf. I see. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, a lot of leagues are adopting this type of split, so it allows everyone to race in it. It's very similar just to multi-class racing. Except everyone's driving the same class of car, but there's a split as far as like skill level, basically. Andrea says, I'm interested to join and got some info from Stefan, so I'll be checking this league out. All right. I will say the name of this league is Amateur Racing League. So, it is what it is. It's not professional racing league. It's a race that drivers hope to hone their skills in. But that does not mean that there aren't some really, very, very quality drivers in this race. There was a lot of incidents last week, but there was 42 cars. But there wasn't, during the whole race last week, there was no giant pileup, which is a good sign. They were just all mostly fender benders. And also issues like when newer driver drives off the track and then drives back on into traffic. That was gone over in the briefing before the race. They had a driver's meeting. Unfortunately, of the 34 cars in this race, I think only 18 were listening to, including myself, which I'm not a driver. So 17 drivers were only listening to the driver's briefing. So I think that might be something that I might want to look into for next week. And I was actually sent Marcus a note on Discord. Maybe during the week, Marcus could do a driver's briefing that I could actually play at the beginning of this broadcast, so then anyone that is watching the broadcast later during the week, any of the drivers, they could listen to the rules on the actual stream as well. I had a feeling because Vamonos. I had a feeling it was Vamonos. Oi, 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 oi. Yes, this league was actually, part of this league was formerly Grey Wolves Racing League, and they just all combined I guess, a couple leagues together, and bam, they got this big league. Doing pretty good. Pretty good. So let's take a look. I'm going to take a look at the standings. So far we have A. Rossi in the Audi up top, position number 1 with a 136.102, followed by Jay Brooks, another Audi, followed by McLaren, K. Rosselski with a 136.577, followed by J. Stander, S. Jones, H. Williams, N. follows R. Oaks, L. Lequemener, and D. Fish, and Rowan. All right, Andreas, take care. Thanks for stopping in. Maybe we'll see you on the track next week. And I'm just going to take a quick break right now because I'm going to share the link on Twitter and also drop it in a couple Discords to advertise the link and the league. Juan Antonio Jimenez says, I would love to drive it, but it's when... Yeah, oh, yes. Ay, 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 you have to do your commentating. Going to share the Twitter link on Honors Hold. Honors Hold is one of the largest retweet services on Twitter for gamers. And it doesn't use bots. I'm going to give that link here too as well, in case anyone wants to follow along. Or if you're interested in getting retweeted by this service, if you have something to advertise, feel free to hit Honors Hold up. That's true. That might be true. The best in the West. But actually, I'm in the Northeast, so that wouldn't be me. Okay, back to the race. So, oh, we have a new pole sitter. Here he is right there. Alihan Azkan in the Audi. And he has turned a 135.497. He is moving it out. Rossi is now second. Jay Stander, who last week, I believe, came in 6th overall, put in a great race last week. Currently 3rd. Jay Brooks in the 47 Audi. By the way, Standers is driving a Porsche. Brooks is in the Audi. Williams also had a nice race last week. Currently in the pits is 5th. Rozalski is in 6th. S. Jones 7th. Follows in Oaks. Oaks last week, I think it was Oaks. Standard won the AM split last week. There you have it. From one of the admin. Oaks last week was the highest position gainer. I think he gained something like 25 or 23 positions in last week's race. And he messaged me and thanked me for noticing that, which he didn't have to do. But it's easy to, I like to pay attention to stuff like that. And while making those positions up, he didn't get in I think he had a minimal amount of mistakes. Fish is in the pits. There's Rowan, I'm sorry. Not Rohan, Rowan. Still getting used to his names. A lot of new names in this league. Evans currently in 15th with a 143.857. Also, what was going over, you know, please, people that are watching this video later and you're in the league and you're taking a look at the stream later and you didn't happen to make the drivers meeting, one thing was stressed to make sure, two big things. When you go off the track, do not come back on the track into oncoming traffic. The second one is, if you're a blue flag car and you're a couple laps down, when you're being passed, hold your line. Don't act erratic. Don't make erratic movements just because that blue flag's out. And also, you know, you're also not allowed to block at any time at all if you're blue flag. Just hold your line. The other driver will find their way around you. We're winding down. Pretty soon, split one will be coming out. We're in 13 minutes, 25 seconds. Yet 30 seconds left to finish up their laps. I believe the 97 is the only one out on the track still. Perhaps he hasn't gotten the memo. I don't know. Let's see if he... Whoa, he just hit one of the cones. Wow, did that thing go fly? Look how high that thing traveled. Brooker 0013 Gaming, welcome to the stream. He says, good luck to all. Best of luck to Marcus Berggren. Yes, good luck to all. I agree. Let's see if Ellis decides to pit this time. Clicking down to 12 minutes. He's going, trying to get his last lap in. There he is. He did not beat his best time though. Almost 12 minutes remaining in qualifications, and some of the drivers for Group 1 were already at the line ready to take the track. There they go. They're all coming out. If you happen to be watching this later on replay, you like the replay, go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. If you don't like the replay, feel free to leave constructive criticism underneath in the chat. Always trying to improve here. Nikos. Welcome, Nikos. Yes, we have Stefan and Uwe in this race, and they're now out qualifying. There's the 73 of Stefan Buckley. Let's see how he does. Has not finished the lap yet. I'm pretty sure it's starting next week. Just a small announcement. I think next week I'll also be streaming this to satellite channel on Twitch as well, not just YouTube. Just got to figure out the logistics of streaming them both at once. I'm pretty sure Restream Me, I've used to stream on restream me to several different channels, but I don't think I ever did that with YouTube as well. So during the week, I'll be looking into that. So it's probably ready either this week or next week. So, but this will continue to be my main channel to stream racing on, but I will be making it alternative link available for advertising and bringing in new people to the leagues that I advertise or commentate for. Yes, Stefan, Uwe, and James had a nice conversation with James before the race. So while we're waiting for some lap times of Group Split 1, we're going to take a look at Split 2's times. There they are right there. Standard was sitting on the pole with a 135.332, followed by Brooks, Ozcan. You see, Buckley just got on the board right there with a 135.47 on his first lap out. But we're talking about Split 2 right now. Then Rossi, Williams, Smith, Rositzky, Jones follows. Lee Queemer, Oaks, Rowan, Julie, Fish, Evans, Jay Parks, G. Smith, and Ellis. As you see, now the Split 2 drivers, which you see are in the silver or white number background, that separates them. Like right here, you see the 99 with a white background behind it. That means it's the color-coded Split 1. M. Gamble just took the pole right now, followed by B. Morgan. And we're going to switch to another driver, Marcel Simia. He's currently running 9th in the 28 Aston Martin. Adri had a nice run last week as well. He's running in the Lexus, number 93. I think I closed down. No, let's see. Where did Adri finish? He finished 10th last week. So let's look for more out of him. Oulton is a challenging track. I like it, says Nikos. Yes, I love Oulton. And what's the other one? What's the other English track? Can't think of the name of it. I like all the English tracks pretty much. I like Silverstone. I like Branch Hatch. I like Oulton. And then what's the other one? I can't think. Donington? I think Donington. I like that track too. Here is Marcus Berggren, who finished 11th last week. He ran pretty much 4th or 5th the entire race last week until he had a slower car that he had to mix up with about right around when he had to pit mid-race, which sent him all the way down to, I don't know what place it was, but it really set him back. He probably would have had a chance for a top 5 or 6 if that issue didn't happen last week. So we're looking for a good run from Marcus today. So far, he's got a 136.2 down. He's running in 15th. Harper now is in third place in this qualifying. We just clicked under 5 minutes left into qualify. Followed by Jones, Smee, Sima, Cooper. As you see, the split 1 drivers are starting to push the split 2 drivers back. Nico says, actually, it's only Hungary and Monza I really dislike. I don't like the... My brain's not working good today. What's the name of it? I don't really like the Mount Panorama. It's not a favorite of mine. It's not that I don't like the track. It's just there's not enough room there. There's no room to hide on that track. So will Cooper best his time this lap? Buckley is currently 11th. Uwe 20th. And Jay Parks is 30th. There's a look at the scoreboard right there. See the Honda in first place currently, followed by a BMW, then a McLaren, then 2 more BMWs, McLaren, Aston Martin, BMW, Porsche, then 4 Audis, then a Lexus, 2 McLarens, a Porsche, Audi, Ferrari. You know what? I'm just noticing there's no Lamborghinis in this race. Oh, there was 1 Lamborghini. R. Julie is running a Lamborghini. He's sitting in the pits right now. He was in the first go around. There's 2 minutes and 34 seconds left in this qualifying. Oh yeah, no. Oh, there's yeah, D. Evans is in a Mercedes. He's currently in the pits. There's 1 Mercedes. Buckley's in the pits right now. So it looks like he's just going to be happy with what he's got. The first 8 drivers are all still on the track trying to get better laps in. Harper just went off. Harper was last week's winner. Let's see what he could do this week. Morgan's looking very fast. Morgan, here he is right here in the orange and white Honda, is really quite a bit faster than most of the other drivers. He's the only driver that is in the 133s. So he definitely knows that Honda well, this guy. For some reason, when I go into drive, it's showing this car electronics and the brake bias. That's never happened to me before. I have something stuck in that position in the bottom left-hand corner. And I can't remember how to change that. It's just locked. Thank you. There we go. That's what I wanted. I haven't played the game in so long that I'm forgetting all this stuff. I literally have not raced in over a month. Maybe almost a month and a half I haven't raced. So it looks like Gamble last minute knocked Morgan off with a 130. Wow, 133.7. 200's faster than Morgan. Look at that. Gamble said, I'm not having any of this, the Honda being on the pole, and BMW takes the pole. I'm going to have to put on an overhead fan as it's starting to get a little warm in here today. So hopefully the fan will not make any noise that bothers anyone. Seems like it's pretty quiet. Yes, that is one heck of a lap. Congratulations on being the pole setter, Matthew Gamble. He's gracing us right here in the chat. Well done, sir. Well played. So now we're just going to wait for a minute or so while the drivers take a little break, compose themselves, and get ready for the race. Just be a minute or two. Whoops, we already showed that. Yeah, we can show that. Why not? This is the league. This is a site called Sim Racing GP, if you're not familiar with that. This is where you sign up for leagues. There's many different leagues available, not even just this league. Many communities on here. You could sort through. There might be a race in your time slot that you'd like to join. So if you have ACC, Assetto Corsa Competizione, I would say Sim Racing GP would be a great place for you to find a race or a league to join. Here you see some of the different places I've joined. This is this league that you're watching right now, Amateur Race League. They're listed on there. There's Exile Virtual Motorsports, Club 50, Eris Drives. He's one of the developers of the game. And so then you just click on one of these leagues, and it gives you all the information, like what other series they might have. Automobilista 2 game, Race Room, Assetto Corsa, so on. It tells you when the times of the races, like this next one that they're racing on Thursday will be at Donington, Thursday, May 26th at 3 p.m. That's a Thursday night sprint race. It's a shorter race. They race at the same league. They do have a Discord. If you decide you want to join, you're watching this later, I could give you the link and a Discord. Just ask under the in the chat below the video, and I'll help direct you. As well as any of these other leagues. If you have questions about leagues, I'm pretty knowledgeable and try to keep well read on a lot of these different leagues.
30 seconds.
And we'll try and help you sort out maybe where you should go. Also, there's some other leagues I commentate for as well. But here we go. Let's get going. Enough of that. As always, I start from the Helicam.
10 seconds.
10 seconds. Race is going to start. They're revving those engines up. They're ready to go. Whoa, something funky going on with that one car. Wow, what's going on here? I hope that's not just on my end. Getting some cars going wacky there. That BMW was going strange. He's kind of disappeared. Wow, something going on with the BMW's connection. He better shut off YouTube. His car, after that great start, his car has gone wanky. See, he's way up front there. He's like serious lag issues or something. Looks like a pretty good start here. Looks like a very clean start. We have one guy off there. So far, no yellows. Someone got to stop and go. Not seeing it. Oh, he got to stop and go for his lag, possibly. He probably didn't realize how far he was in front. What a shame. Let's see if he's still having those issues. See, his connection issue is still in the green. He is still having some weird sideways. Look at how his car's going. He's going to have to stop, go to the pits, and then shut this. If he's got YouTube going at the same time, that could have been hurting his connection. Hopefully he pits and fixes that. No, he's going to stay out. So far, guys, very, very clean start. 66 is off. I see number 66 is off. There he is there. Very impressed with it. Such a clean start, really. Really deserves some applause. Great job, guys. Oh no, we have Fishes off. Let's take a look at Fish, and he's plummeting fast. He got into the sand, now he's backing up. Now we got Jay Parks is in the grass. It's getting contagious. Looks like he's got it going again. So Big Game James has been in some early trouble on lap 2 here. Now Torres is off. Taps the wall. He's going to get back on. I don't think a lot of damage was done there. But he comes back on. Can he compose himself? Jones is coming hard. Will Jones take advantage of this? That's the problem with like planning into the wall. It might seem good sometimes, but then you drive a lap or two and it's like, oh no, the handling's off. Fish is in now in the pits, and now Evans seems to just a slight dip off the track. Still pretty darn clean race so far. They're through 2 laps now with no major incidents. It's pretty good for 33 cars. Huh. Still showing Gamble with a stop and go. I don't know if he doesn't see it on his screen or not. And as you see, Morgan had just turned the fastest lap of the race with a 135.0 1.80, making that Honda work. And if Gamble pits, Morgan's got nobody behind him. Look at the big gap between Gamble, Morgan, and Jones. If I was Morgan, I wouldn't even try to pass. Oh, there he goes. Gamble goes into pits. Now Morgan has the track absolutely to himself with no pressure. See Jones way in the back. Where is Harper? I just noticed, where's Harper? Harper's running in 16th. He's stuck behind traffic as you see another car just go off into the grass. Not sure who exactly that was. Already there's cars lapped down because you see the blue flag in the background waving. Harper is a contender for top 5 easily. I'm not sure if he must have gotten an incident. Let's see if we get a closer look to the front of his car. Who's that? Let's see. In front of him is Rise. Rise. Oh no, Rise just... Oh my goodness, Harper. Oh, and Harper gets hit! This is just disastrous for Harper. Harper definitely has damage. Definitely has damage now. Buckley, who started 11th, is now up to 6th place. He's going for a pass. He sent it in, but there's contact. Oh, wow, what a save. He saved it. So Berggren, and I believe that's Berggren. No, Berggren's up farther. I'm not who is that in front of. Let's figure out who that is in front of Buckley. I have no idea. Wow, and now Buckley has Cooper over his rear end there. Oh, wow, he just got pounded from behind by Cooper. Cooper is off. Wow, 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 wow. We're starting to get some incidents now, guys. Starting to get heated out there. Buckley, amazingly, like has 9 lives here. There's Buckley in that Audi and that white BMW just trying to punch a hole. I think the white BMW is actually Uwe Tholen. Interesting, very interesting. So you see 2 E seniors are now in the top 10. This got a car in the green just off and knocking down everything in sight. That was SEMA. SEMA was, I think, he qualified. Let me look. He started 7th and now is back to 10th. He's had some issues. Oaks. Here's a guy I talked a lot about last week. This guy, not the fastest guy on the track, but just super, super steady. And you see, he just took a position from the 720. Oaks has moved up. Oaks has moved up 12 places. He did the same thing last week. He's the highest mover right now. Uwe has gained 8 positions. Buckley 6. There's Uwe. He just went off a little there and hit some cones. There's cones all over the track now. Here's your leader in the Honda. absolutely destroying the field. He has a 7-second lead in the Honda. That's dominating. There you see Jones in second in the McLaren, followed by Van Zyl in third, Smee in the brightly colored BMW in fourth, Standard in the Porsche had a great race last week. Looks like he's following that up. Marcus Bergeron, see there in sixth place. He was just in the chat earlier. You see huge gap between him and Buckley. There's Buckley with Stordensek and Tholen behind him. See, Tholen's off track again there. And right behind Tholen, you have Sima, who's trying to get his position back and tries to pass on the outside and clips Tholen. And now you see the 861 861, I'm not sure who that was. I'm not sure who that was exactly, but he was off into the guardrail there. We're going to take a look and see if we can take a look at some of the previous incidents. So we're just going to break away as you see the 47 try and make a pass and then go on the grass. He had the pass. I don't know what happened there. All right, let's go back, take a look at, let's see, the 73 is Buckley and the 86. Let's take a look at what happened with them. Oh, wow, the car just lost it. Oh my God, that was terrible. That was bad luck for that gentleman. Bad luck for the 86 Ferrari. Then I don't know why that listed as a 73 involved in that, because he had nothing to do with that. And he's trying to get by a lap car right now. There he goes. I don't know how Buckley has fallen back all the way to 17th. How did that happen? We missed something. There's starting to be a lot of incidents, guys. One incident after another. The 88. Oh, wow. The 88 is just piling up incidents right now. As you see, he just got pounded off the track. It could be that he's just not up to pace. His last lap was a 150. So you have guys on the track doing 139s and this guy doing 150. And I think they're not, you know, we'll have to let the admins deal with that, because I'm not going to say anything. But now he's off again. He's having a rough time of it. Oh boy. Wow. Not a 97 into 277. There's almost starting to get too many incidents for me to keep up with. This is just sloppy right here. That's just sloppy racing. No way, no better way to, there's no other way I could say anything differently about that. 720 into 62. He's got a good pass. He overcooked it. Goes off. No incident there. 86 into 26. Yeah, the 88 right now is really struggling. Might be time to park it, because he's just been in a lot of incidents. And you see, look at this. Just too many incidents, really. Oh, look at that. That guy had it. He just went and gave him, said, like, I had it with you, I'm going to hit you. Because then right before that, they had another incident right there. And the other guy just had it. I'm sure that's going to be discussed. retaliatory incident. 86 and a 73. I think we saw that earlier. Stefan, that guy just got caught up. That was not Stefan's car though. That was somebody else. I don't know why it says 73. But right now there's a very long list of incidents. Very long list. Well, let's go back and go over the race a little bit. Currently, your leader still is B. Morgan. I think if you look at the race incidents, you'll notice a trend. And I'm gonna actually put this in the broadcast, just for, because I know the admin will be watching this and watching it back later. So I'm gonna put this list so they'll have it. They could actually freeze frame the list of incidents. Here's the list of incidents right now, and you could notice a trend of numbers. Easy to see, like there 132 was in a couple incident. 69 double incidents, 73 double incidents, 88 has been in like a zillion incidents, 73, 132, 132, 132, 73, 73, 73. I'm not saying fault on anyone, but you notice a trend: 88, 88, 88, 88. So there'll be some investigating going on after the race, I believe. So now that we've carried on with that, let's get back to the race. M. Jones currently running second. Marcus Bergeron has worked his way up to 5th place. Uwe Tholen currently pretty much running alone, running in 7th now. Sima is 8th. It's a shame because the first 2-3 laps of this race were just terrific, and now it's kind of just gone to hell. Buckley has not had his pit yet, but he's caught behind what looks to be Cooper. He's got a lot of action going on behind him. And then you have the 20 Porsche, followed by Rossi, followed by Irvin, and the number 720 still hanging in there pretty good. The big loser in all this was the guy with a rough connection. He's currently lost 17 positions, and that's M. Gamble. Sorry to say, Mr. Gamble, you had a terrific pole position, but you know, the race is not over. You can still make up a lot of positions. We just had another race between incident, it looks like, between Buckley and Williams. Let's see if we have a replay of that. Buckley and Williams. There it is in the background there. It looks like an overzealous pass. Pause that. We'll take another look at that from overhead. Gamble, the 99, and the 720 of Rosalski. Wow, he came out of nowhere. A little bit of a tap, nothing major. So our leader Morgan has not pitted yet, and we're just clicking down to under 40 and a half minutes left. We have Jones in second, with a big gap between him and the third place driver, Van Zyl. Smee is fourth. See that some of the drivers doing what they were told and staying in the groove while they're being passed. Berggren in fifth. Sixth is Standard. Uwe Tholen in seventh. Sima in eighth. Brooks. Hooper. Oaks now has moved up 15 positions into 11th. Trying to get his second top 10, I think, in 2 weeks here. Margarita says Uwe gained a lot of positions. Yes, he did. Uwe has gained 10 positions. See, Gamble is just really, I believe Gamble should retire. He's just blinking all over the place. If the admin sees this, or if there's admin watching, I would say I would probably remove. I'll probably take some flack from this, but I would probably remove Gamble from the race because he's blinking into other cars. And it's causing issues. Yeah, there's Uwe there. Buckley has pitted and now running 20th. He does have some rear damage, so I wonder if he got fixed in the pits or not. Absolutely. The 99 really, that's why it's always good to have one admin watching and pre-warn people if there's going to be issues with connection that you may possibly be removed from a server. If I was to run my own league, and I did years ago, if someone had connection issues, they would be removed. And, it's not a bad thing. Some people get mad, but if you're going to have bad connection issues, you need to remedy that before you take the track. We're going to start from back to front. Here we are with G. Smith, the 721. He's running 30th. Lost, I think, 2 drivers. And the 86 Ferrari in 29th is Stojanesek. Paul Evans, who's in the pit, is 28th. Adri had dropped 11 positions. He's having a rough race here in the Lexus. Smith in the Audi is running in 26th. Williams as he's running farther back because he was in an incident earlier, and then he was also pitted, so he'll be getting more positions. Ellis running in 24th in the Ferrari. See, his car's really seen some war. Jay Parks still in the race, has not pitted yet. This car is looking very clean car. Running in 23rd. Ozcan, and currently running in 22nd. He has pitted already, so he'll be gaining some positions back. Rowan in 21st. Torres in 20th. Buckley running in 19th, has not pitted yet. Wow, Fowler's car is pretty banged up. He's running 18th. S. Jones is up. Gamble is now showing, he showed caution there for a second. It looks like his connection has stabilized, because if I look at the next to his name, there's a green, little green bar, and that green bar is going down. So I think it's, although it's still having issues, it's not as bad as it was. But you still see the jittering. See, it's jittering right there, really bad. Which makes it, when it comes to passing, he has no way of knowing how close he is to another car. Oaks has now made his way into the top 10. Nico says, I agree. I leave races for stutters. No point in staying on track when you have issues. Yes. Those of you still watching, thank you so much for watching this broadcast of Amateur Race League, ARL, being broadcast on Woe's YouTube. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch this race. I really appreciate you. And also appreciate all the people that are watching this later on replay. Thank you so much for being a part of this channel and taking your time out of your day to watch the races. That goes straight from the administrators and league owners at ARL. See a little battle going on here between Gamble and Oaks. Gamble has made the pass, but Oaks is not he's not going away. He's trying to battle for his position that he's worked so hard to gain. But I just don't think he's going to have the speed to keep up. Better for him just to keep running his own consistent laps, not try and keep up with Gamble. Dimitri says, this race is like a wrestling match. Compared to this, E-Seniors is like a Tai Chi practice. It is. Well, gotta realize this is a brand new league. It just started, like, not to make excuses. And it makes a big difference if you're not actually in the race. But it's a brand new league where last week we had 40 participants. And very, very clean starts in both races. Most of the issues are overzealous people, newer drivers being too overzealous in corners. And things like people making the mistakes of coming back on track after going off track, making an error, and then coming back into traffic. But I guarantee if you took 40 E-Senior racers or 32 E-Senior races, you're going to just see just as many incidents. And there's no doubt about that. I know that for a fact. Especially now that they're only running 13 or 12 drivers on Fridays. And I watched yesterday's race. I think there was only, what, 22 or something like that. So a lower amount of drivers. You'd think that like a lower amount of drivers of people that have been racing together for a year and a half would have almost no incidents, really. But hopefully this league will progress and they'll get this, hopefully they'll get it straightened out. I did notice that I actually attended the admin asked me last week if I could attend their drivers meeting. And so I did. They have it, so it's listen only. So I went there, listened, and there was only 18 drivers that showed up for the driver meeting, and I think they should consider making that mandatory. Just suggestion only. I'm not an admin here. I'm just a broadcaster. I don't race in the league. I don't make up the rules, nor do I enforce them. Which is a nice place to be in. It's very relaxed for me. Not to... I think I enjoy sometimes announcing much more than I do racing, because it's just a lot less stress. Oaks is now in 9th place. He was last week. They don't really have a driver of the day, but Oaks was kind of my driver of the day for Group 2 last week. I don't know him, but he has moved up. He did a great job last week, and he's new to this. He's moved up 17 places in this race. And behind him, the Porsche 20 of D. Lee Kuminer has moved up 15 spots. He's another strong runner in this race. Doing a fantastic job, really. Jay Parks running 21st, has yet to pit. Buckley has been in the pits and now is flying. You see him coming back. He's coming up behind Oaks. I'm sure Buckley's looking to make up and capitalize on his new fresh tires with 28 minutes to go. He's ready and rearing to go and make up some positions. Jones currently is in first because Morgan hit the pits in his Honda. He has completely dominated this race. He had almost like a 9-second gap when he pitted. Jones is now in the pit, and the new leader is Van Zyl. This race has a clean lap 1 and then a lot of accidents. Yes, I was thinking that 100%. What you just said, Nikos. They had first 3 laps were so clean and so good, and then just it was like all of a sudden they opened a floodgate, and it was like it just I don't even know how to explain that. Marcus Berggren has pitted and is now running 12th. Right behind him, right there, is the 135 of Uwe Tholen. Marcus has dropped 4 places and Uwe has moved up 4 places. And that's certainly by any means what I said is not a knock on e-seniors, because I definitely recommend people to e-seniors. For those of you watching that don't know what e-seniors is, you just Google e-seniors. It's a league for drivers over 50 years old. Highly recommend it. If you have a racing wheel, ACC, think about joining them as well. This league doesn't have any age limitations as far as I know. This league, ARL, is actually any age, any driver skill, you know, within reason. You see a trick car off the track there, and they race on Thursdays and Sundays. Sundays is a sprint race. Smee running in second in the 25 BMW. He's one of the only drivers that has up front that has not pitted yet. Jones is pitted. Sima has pitted. Gamble has worked his way all the way up to 6th, laggy and all. but he has yet to pit. That's quite a good job for him, running his way all the way up to 6th place. I would have to say that's pretty impressive. But you see his car is still erratic, the way it's moving. Oulton is not ideal track for a lot of different skill level drivers driving together. No space to safely pass. I don't know. Seems like there's plenty of room to pass safely. It's just a matter of people give and take. Everyone wants to pass going into a corner, and this goes for sim racing in general. People like to pass going into a corner rather than coming out of a corner. Ideally, a good clean pass is to set somebody up so you can pass them coming out of a corner. Always better chance of a cleaner pass in a straight rather than a bend. There's your 30th place driver, D. Evans, driving the lone Mercedes in this race. Adri is currently in the pits in the 93 Lexus. Stone just sec in 28th. Rowan in 27th. I think one of the people that left was the Lamborghini that was really struggling. I think it was the 88 Lamborghini. He just needs more practice, that's all. I think if you look at the overall, if the admin later look at the overall incident list, they will see that a handful of drivers were involved in the bulk of the incidents and the bulk of the cause of various incidents. And once they get those selected, oh, you see a driver hitting the inside, spinning across and hitting the inside wall. That was the 97 of Ellis, I believe. Wow, his car is completely wrecked, as you see. Where is he? There he comes into view right there. His car is completely toast. Wow. What a shame, because Ellis had worked his way up 9 positions. Really shame. That wreck was between the 97 and the 91 of Rowan. Let's take a look. Let's see if we could capture this. So that looks like the 91 got loose and barreled into. Let's take a look from a different view, if we can. Yeah, he just got loose and took out Ellis. Kind of bowling for dollars right there. That's what I'm saying about, overzealous. Cars racing too hard into the corners. G. Smith has moved up to 20. He's moved up 7 places to 25th. Ellis having to go into pits and repair. Look at that car, poor guy. His car is a disaster right now. He's just innocent bystander. Torres, Jay Torres up 11 positions. Jay Parks. Very clean looking car. Is up 9 positions into the 22nd position. Very good. Smith and 21st. Rossi. Williams. Just ahead of Williams is Buckley. Buckley is coming up on a blue flag car. Wow. That was, I think that might have been Smith. that went into the wall there trying to get out of the way. 26 goes off track. Or that might have been the 86, I'm sorry. I think when people try to go too far out of the way, it causes issues. I think Adri is retired for today. We're down to 29 drivers now. Our leader right now is Van Zyl, but he still has yet to pit. Van Zyl has yet to pit, and Morgan is in second, 14.9 seconds behind. There's Morgan in the Honda. There's Stolen in 10th. Just ahead of him is Berggren, Berggren is behind the BMW of Van Zyl. Berggren gets behind by him. He gets his lap back. He'll be sitting pretty. This almost kind of is like what you would see if it was a multi-class race. Picture if the Group 2 drivers were in like a GT4 car or something like that. I like it. It's got a lot of, not all professional drivers. That's the thing. And if you're in the race, you look at it in a different way. It's aggravating, annoying. If you're in multiple incidents or run over multiple times, it's really frustrating. But I watched a race yesterday, the Ferrari race, and the two leaders took themselves out like on the last lap. I couldn't believe it. It was really stupid. These guys were professional, real life Ferrari drivers. It was either second or third place or first and second. They took each other out. It was just unbelievable. So we're running down to, just shortly, we'll be down to 17 minutes left in this race. And Morgan, who qualified in second, now is in second place again, and is a very, very good position to take over the lead when Van Zyl pits. So the Honda is just dominating this race. Check to see where Gamble was up to 6th place at one point, and I am not seeing Gamble. Oh, I don't see Gamble anymore, guys. I think that Gamble must have left the race. I forgot what number Gamble was now. He worked his way back up to 6th place, but I'm not seeing him now. Oh, he disconnected. Okay. Did you get it? Was there yeah, your internet was really bad. You're lagging all over the place. But you did run your way back up to 6th place, and I was just wondering if something happened, if you had an incident that kept you from deciding to, after you pit, to keep you from continuing. Yeah, you were definitely in a position to do really well in this race. Better luck next time. If you don't know about it, and hopefully I'm not overstepping, but If you ever have connection issues, there's a really good program. You can find that on Razer. Razer makes keyboards, mice, stuff like that. They have this program that will shut down everything on your computer that uses the internet other than the program you're using, and that should help your internet connection. Just a suggestion. Can't remember the name. I'm trying to think what the name of it was. The program. It might have been Cortex. Enhance your system performance to several best with deals. Game Booster. I think it was this. I'm going to link it. You can use it if you want. But anyone that's having problems with internet connections, this is a very good software. Read up on it. Don't take my advice. Read up on it. Read some reviews on it. That kind of thing. You could try it. Read up on it first, though, before you just don't take my word for it. But in the past, I've seen that software help people. I think that's the right one, that Cortex. So back to the race now. We've got a report from the BMW Gamble team, and he decided, due to technical issues, to bow out of the race. He did. Let's give him credit. He made it all the way up to 6th place before he left the race, and that was well done, even despite the connection issues. Oh, Matthew Gamble says he lives in rural Ireland and my internet issues have never been good more than anything. Well, you could try that. Maybe it will help. We'll see. Sorry that you had issues. You did so well in the qualifying. So now Morgan is in 1st place. He has pitted. We're down to 12 minutes and 32 seconds. Van Sile in 2nd, Jones 3rd, Smee 4th. SEMA is in 5th now. Standard very solid, as we remember last week. Standard was, I think, 6th or 7th. Marcus Berggren in 7th. Got a very nice gap too between him and the driver behind him. Brooks in 8th. Dolan in 9th. Oaks hanging in there in that top 10. Oaks is the highest gainer of the day. He's gained 16 positions. I think the next highest gainer is Torres with 12. And let's see who else. The number 20 Porsche with 11 position gains. Let's look on Stefan Buckley. He's running in a 7.3 Audi and currently running a 16th position. Ticking down to 11 minutes left in this race. Park's getting passed right now by... Oh, he got off! He saved it though. And Evans in 28 just got a DT. I think next week I'm going to go back to putting the drivers' names over the cars. I think it's better for the viewer and it's easier for me as well. I like it better with the drivers' names over the cars. And I stopped doing that because the other league that I broadcast for said they didn't want that, but I personally like it better, and I think it's better for the viewer. Oh, wow! Car just went off the track, hits the wall. That's D. Evans, I believe. He's really struggling. Keep it on the track. We've seen him a couple cautions here on this last lap. Alice is up 6 spots to 27th. This is a battle for position between Rowan and Smith. Parks yields to the Porsche of Stander, who is running in 6th place. Behind Parks is Evans, who's got drive-through right now. Kind of lost track of Harper as well. Did Harper leave? Yeah, I think Harper's gone. He got caught up in a couple incidents earlier and probably is not too happy about that, I imagine. He got in a couple accidents, then I had a hard time working his way through traffic. Well, we'll say last week, people just moved out of the way for Harper, and this week was a little bit of a struggle for him. You know, very big challenge as a driver in Group 1 to work your way through traffic. It's part of a race skill that you need to develop. You have to show patience, exercise racecraft, know when to pass, when to make your move, when not to make your move. Battle between Oaks and Cooper. There's S. Jones. S. Jones is looking to challenge Buckley. Is that Buckley? No, Buckley's right behind Jones. Let's get this straight. There's Buckley right there. In his sights are Jones, then the lap down cars of Ellis and Torres. Let's ride with these gentlemen for a moment. They both get by the lap car. Buckley exercising patience. Their last lap comparison was Buckley did a 135 and Jones a 137. So they're Buckley's, I would say, quite a bit faster than Jones. lap cars. That's Torres moving out of the way. Good for him. That's where you should be looking to get out of the way like that on the straight. So we have, oh, wow! That was close. We got Jones, and then just in front of him is the fifth overall car, Sigma, who has not, he's probably the only driver that has him. Oh no, that was probably not a good place to pass. I'm not sure if he planned on passing. I think the other car just slowed down. But rough incident right there. Jones is able to carry on. See Sigma 30-second stop and go for the number 20 Porsche. There's your leader right now. We're just checking in on him again with we're ticking down to 4 minutes left in this race. And he has a 17, almost 18-second gap on the next driver, which is Van Zyl. Van Zyl also has a huge gap on Sima just went in the pits, and he's 5th right now. So there's a good chance that Stander and Berggren are going to both move up a position. Yeah, see, Stander just move up to the top 5 right now. And there goes Berggren into top 6th position. Let's see who else passes by. It's been a very good stream. We've averaged around 8 to 10 viewers the entire stream. So thank you all for watching the race. Really appreciate it. Thank you all. You're just super fantastic. Appreciate it so much. Jones is off track. He's your 3rd place driver right now. And Smee is catching rapidly. There's Smee. Smee is now, we have a battle now, new battle for 3rd place between Smee and Jones with under 3 minutes left in the race. Sima is out of the pits. This is a battle for 8th place with Brooks and Tholen. Just in front of them, you see the lap down car of Jay Parks in the 513. Let's get a closer look at this battle. Oh, and I think that was very gentlemanly thing for Brooks. Just moved out of Tholen's way. He didn't even battle him. I'd say that was very gentlemanly right there. He didn't even battle. He just said, let Uwe by. And which is kind of strange because their lap times are very, very close. But as you see though, Uwe got by Brooks and now has pulled away. There's your leader. There's Jones in 3rd and Smee in 4th. That's the race going on. The biggest race on the track right now, and looks like the 25 just hit. That could have been a lot worse. He hit Jones, and the cause of that, Smith, who was behind him, lifted off too hard and spun out. In this, was Smith in the 69? Yeah, really caused Smith issues there. I'm not sure or not it's going to cause him any positions. There's Standard in the Porsche with Berggren running right behind him. Back to Smee, and Smee had a chance to get by, but he bumpered Jones and then lifted off. So he's lost some time. He might have another shot if Jones makes a mistake.
Okay, the leader is on the final lap now. Give it all you can.
Leaders on the final lap. Will Smee go for it? Morgan in first, handily. Van Zyl in second. See a car off there. That is Smith, I believe, in the 721. There's Smee and Jones. Coming into the last turns. I don't think Smee is going to be able to make the pass. But you never know. You never know. There's the overhead. Sticking with this battle. This is the closest battle. Battle for third place. Ahead of these guys, you have the 11th place Ozgan and Oaks, who are both also battling for position, I believe. So they're in their own race. These two guys are in their own race. Oaks needs to keep it going. There's two separate races going on here, guys. Smee, look at Smee. Right behind you have Smee, two races, one for 10th place, one for third. Can Oaks hold on to 10th place, and can Jones hang on to third? There's Oaks. And see the battle for, there's the third place driver of Jones just behind Ozgan. They're done. That's it. I thought the race was still going on. Oh, wait, no, it is still going on for these guys. Oaks is just now finished. So Oaks holds on to 10th. Ozcan 11th. Smee gets 4th. We're going to go down we'll go right down. I'll just pull over the results. Morgan first. Van Zyl, Jones, Smee, Standard, Berggren, Sema, Tholen, Brooks, Oaks. Buckley just crossed in 13th. Jones. Irvin. There he is by himself. Battle for 16th. Williams and Cooper. Race is not over yet. Williams and Cooper. Battle for 15th. That's it. That's the race now, guys. So congratulations to B. Morgan in the 7 Honda with the win, followed by Van Zyl. Smee makes up your podium. Standard with his second good race finish in a row. Last week he finished 6th. Now he's 4th. Berggren finished 5th. Top 5 for him. Sema 6th. Uwe Tholen with a great 7th. Great finish for Brooks. Oaks. Look at Oaks go. Second race in a row, I think. He got a top 10. And he made up, let's see how many positions. We'll show it on screen here. 26. Oh, no, that's wrong. 16 positions he made up. Also, another guy that made up Rosenskine, 10th. People are still leaving now, so probably this skewed. Buckley, Jones, Irvin, Williams, Rossi, Cooper, Ozan. Ooh, that's a crazy race. A lot of cars battered and bruised. But the race is over. Thank you much for everybody that stopped by. Had a lot of stop-bys in chat. Really appreciate it. Thank you, Dimitri, for stopping by so much. Matthew Gamble, tough luck. We'll see you again soon. Nikos. Thank you so much. Who else did we see in chat? We had a bunch of people. Blood Wolf. Thanks for helping me out with the instructions on the keyboard. Brooker 0013. Begrin Racing, Juan Antonio Meno Jimenez stopped by. Thank you so much, Juan. Andreas Peterson early on was by. And also Michael G. And Andy Z. And Baby Cakes. Thank you all so much for stopping by. We had a really great amount of people watching today. And hopefully we'll get just as many people watching the replay later on after this is posted. So this has been a race that started out fantastic. The first 3 laps, fantastic, just a great start. And then it was like these 1, 2s, 3s collections of incidents by specific drivers. And I think the admin will probably fix that for next time. We're going to take a quick look before we leave. Display capture. Let's see here. There we go. Oh, that's the wrong screen. Hold on. There we go. If you're interested in a league, check out Amateur Race League, ARL. You can find them on simracing.gp. If you're playing ACC and you don't have Sim Racing GP, you're doing it wrong. You should sign up for both Sim Racing GP and also what's the name of the other one? The Sim Grid is another good one. But just sign up for Sim Racing GP, search for ARL Pro Am Championship. It's on Sundays, North American time, 3 p.m. Eastern. If you're in the UK, it would be 8 p.m. UK time. And that's it for today. We're going to wrap this up. Thank you so much for stopping. Really appreciate you all. And I hope you have a super great week. Healthy, happy, and content. Best wishes. Have a great rest of your day. Picked up a couple of subscribers today, too. I just noticed 4 new subscribers. Thanks, guys. A lot of content on this channel is building up slowly. And I appreciate you all checking it out. Thank you so much. Somewhere I have my outro video. Don't ask me where it is. I'm so unorganized. Since I switched over to this new computer, I just lack organization. We'll just play outro here from Racing GP.